Okay, we're going to push on through to our brown belt. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to protect our range on our spreadsheet. So go ahead and choose your first sheet right here, and we're going to protect the names so that nobody can edit them, or you may not be able to even edit them unless you get a warning. So we'll just go ahead and we'll select what we want, and you can select everything if you want to. And what you'll do is you'll go up to Data, and you will go to Protected Sheets and Ranges. So we're going to go ahead and call this Names. And then you get a choice. You can either choose this range or you can protect the whole entire sheet. And then you have to set your permissions. So you can show a warning when editing in this range, which is kind of helpful, or you can restrict who can edit this page. So let's just go and see what you can do here. Only you can do custom, you can copy permissions from another range. So let's go ahead and say show a warning when editing this range. And so I'm going to go ahead and say done. So when I click in here and I want to change something here from Molly, I can change something, and then I get this message. You're trying to edit part of the sheet that shouldn't be changed accidentally. Edit anyway. So you can say okay, or I can cancel that. So that's what sheet protection is. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and make another tab. So just hit the plus sign again, add another sheet, and I already created one. And then just put anything in it. It really doesn't matter what it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in something here, and we'll just put in a few not nonsense words. But what we're going to do now is we're going to hide this sheet. So I right click on this little sheet tab right here, and you can see I've got some options, and one of the options is to hide the sheet. So it's now hidden. I can still find it, and I'll show you where in just a second. But I also wanted to show you that I shared this sheet as a view only to another account, and that sheet does not show up here. Okay, but if I click on all sheets, it's kind of grayed out, so I can't see what's on that sheet. So if you have some graphs and charts that are on a different sheet from your spreadsheet, you might want to hide your spreadsheet and just have your graphs and charts there, which is kind of a handy tool. So let me go back to my original. To get my sheet back, I can just click here and click on sheet 5, and then it shows up and it's not hidden anymore. And if I go to my other account, sheet 5 shows up. So that's hiding a sheet. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to edit these little sheet tabs. So you can rename these sheets, and you can just double click on them. So if I double click on this, I can just call it sorting data. Another way to do that is to right click on it, and you can rename it. And so this one is formulas. Okay, and this one is our graphs. And then this one is a test. But notice some of the other things that you can do. You can add a color to it here. You can also protect the sheet from here. You can delete the sheet, duplicate the sheet. Let's just go ahead and duplicate that sheet. And then it just says copy of sorting data. So if you want to mess with one while you leave your original, you can also do that. But the other thing that you can do is that you can change the color. So let's go ahead and change the color on all of these. And then you can more easily find the sheet that you want, considering you don't pick the colors that are too similar to each other. There we go. And so try all of those little tips and tricks in a Google Sheet to earn your brown belt.